Damn it! What happened here? What caused this destruction? You're all weak! Miserable! Hurry up! I need to be faster than Ultra Instinct. I got you very well. Huh? All of you Saiyans are a disgrace! What? My mask! Wait, this vision of the future... It's not possible! What kind of power is this? It's even greater than that of some gods! That's impossible! Damn! I'm weak! I lost too much energy against the army of the Mother of Angels! This is your end, Son Goku! Wait! What is this? Hey, you won! Leave Kakarot where he is! You will be my opponent! The Great Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans! I am the strongest in the universe! Wait, what? I am Vegeta, Prince of the Saiyans! Damn you! Kakarot! Why did you do that?
Oh, Goku, you still don't get it. We did this for the good of the multiverse. Your power was becoming a threat, and we needed to make sure you didn't get out of hand.
Damn it! I can't believe this is what is happening to me. I'm sure now is the time to overcome our limits.
And now he appears here and even more daring comes to challenge us? What does he think he is?
I'll show you what I'm really capable of.
What are you going to do to face all of this? Tell me. I am really curious.
Your power's insane!
Nobody can do anything to me! I'm gonna show my true power!
You're all weak, insolent worms! Is that all you've got, Vegeta? You wretch! You're going to pay! Do you really think your body is unharmed? Die, Vegeta! Wait, what? My body can't take it anymore. It seems you weren't that powerful. No way you're going to do that! Miserable worm! Now it's your end! What is this? Next time, it'll be your end! Everything will be over, Vegeta! This miserable guy managed to escape after everything! What? What monstrous energy is this?
Finally, I, the Mother of Angels, am free!
Finally, I, Frieza Hakaishin, am here!
Show your power by devastating this universe.
Damn it! Right now, another attack! Frieza, you damn thing! You allied yourself with them!
Take this, you miserable, mediocre Saiyan!
Damn you! What is this?
Control your anger. You are the strongest.
Thank you, King Saitama. You will pay, Frieza!
You are our son, Goku.
Gokui, and the show starts now. This is Absolute Cinema!
The High Priest kept talking about the celestial war to the angels at the extraordinary meeting in the palace. The meeting of the angels continued to take place. The Z fighters on Earth were preparing for the next celestial battle. Meanwhile, in another universe, those erased by Zeno-sama in the past and brought back by the Mother of Angels, Zakai. Universe 14. So far, we have little information about Universe 14. This is the universe that after the return of Zakai with the horde of angels from the 6 universes previously erased by Zeno-sama has returned and has some mysteries that are distinguished from other universes. In other universes, several gods and angels have thoughts of destruction, but this universe is different. Ideas are shown in a different way. The error of this universe is mortals. Mortals are to blame for everything. They who create the destruction and resolve themselves, they attack each other. Yet there is still a savior, a warrior who is the apex of justice and seeks to bring good to all. This universe lives in peace. Humanity remains at peace, having a hero. This blue-skinned hero with a gigantic halo on his back, he used to protect all mankind from all evil. Universe 14. Earth. Several enemies begin to rob the Earthlings. The enemies began to laugh, saying that the law didn't work on that planet and that no one could stop them. Humans cry, and everyone cries out for help. The mysterious being appears through teleportation and with a frightening and tormenting look says, "Get out of here!" The bandits are hurled away. Soon after, the whole population thanks him. Everybody says, "He is incredible! He will always be here to save us. He will always do whatever he can to help us. He is fantastic. I knew it. We don't need to fear anything. Dear Lord Kai will always be here with us." At that moment, the being with bluish skin, big muscles, and extremely strong appearance reveals his name is Kai. At that moment, Kai speaks. "It seems they all need me. Looks like I have to save everyone. I don't agree with the ideal of any of these other beings who want to do what they want. These brothers of mine think that just giving orders or showing that they are superior is the best thing to do. But I know why I'm here, and the right thing is to be able to protect everyone. All these planets are under my protection." The whole population starts laughing and rejoices, saying, "He is like an angel. He will always be here to protect us. He is wonderful." The Earth Girls of Universe 14 smile and say,
Lord Kai is fantastic. No one will ever be able to defeat him.
At that moment, another being appears in front of Kai. A darker-skinned being starts walking closer to Kai. At that instant, Kai looks on with a serious face. Soon after, Kai changes his features and starts to smile and says, "See if it's not you, Saki. Are you really mad that I did this here? I just protected them all. See how they adore me. I am the hero of this planet. Every planet needs a hero and a savior. Look how amazing it is." At that moment, Kai is slapped on the head by Saki. At that moment, Saki says, "I am the god of destruction of this universe, and I have to bring balance. Mortals have to do what they want, whether they are bad guys or what exists on this planet. It doesn't matter. You have to train me, and I have to bring balance. That was our role." At that moment, Kai observes and speaks. None of that. Since the guy came back, she even said that the rules would be different, and that's why we would have to fight the Great Priest and all of them to show that the new world would be created. And I am Kai, the strongest angel. I'm not a fan of magic. I solve everything with my fists. The Angel of Universe 14 has revealed his identity. The Angel of Universe 14 finally appears. Kai of the Angelic Fist. Alright partner, why don't you whack that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos and stay well connected to our entire universe of Z Warriors. Let's get back to it. Planet Earth. At that moment, Goku, Gohan, Broly and Vegeta started talking. Vegeta says, "Very strong enemies appeared here to face us. I fought guys who were extremely powerful. But still, don't you think it's weird? I'm sure most of the guys we face might not be the strongest. Perhaps there were many more powerful beings. If you stop to think, there were guys who could solve any kind of battle. If I'm not mistaken, when Mr. Whis and Mr. Beerus spoke to me and Kakarot, there were several other universes and several other beings that could end them all. But it was said that Zeno-sama erased 6 of the 18 universes. So far we only know this angel you mentioned called Cypher, Zyros, and the mother of all angels. We know 3 of the 7 of the angels. If the mother of angels is the supreme mother, there are 4 angels that we still don't know who have their unknown powers. Other than that, there are still their own gods of destruction that we don't know what their powers are. As you said, that Ziel guy can nullify the power of angels, so the gods of destruction are even more powerful, apart from the mortals of these other universes who can be a big problem. Who would have thought that in the Tournament of Power, Jiren being mortal could have such powers that even match the gods of destruction? What do you say about it? At that instant, Gohan starts to speak. That's true, Vegeta, but we still can't forget all the training we've had. In the Tournament of Power, we emerged victorious. My father's power impressed even the high priest himself and all the other gods of destruction because we possess the ability that would make everything be created in a different way than the analysis of all the gods. Can you understand this? So no matter what happens, we will be the strongest. Broly says, I'm very new in matters to protect the earth and show my skills, but I'm sure that together we will get stronger and stronger. The celestial war is approaching. Maybe it was time for us to take a breath and rest a little. What I learned during all these months of training is that the heart of an enraged Saiyan can only make us make the wrong decisions. We have the potential to win. We just need to bring the lull and awaken our true powers. Goku starts to smile and says, I am very excited for this war. I think the best way would be for us to start fighting right now. At that moment, everyone perceives a great shudder light years from there. Goku is fascinated and shocked at the same time. Gohan, Vegeta and Broly as well. Vegeta says, How is it possible? This feels like angelic energy light years from here, but at the same time, combined with that of a god of destruction. It's as if there is a being that possesses catastrophic and peaceful energy, similar to Broly combined with Whis. What's happening? Moments ago in Universe 14, Saki and Kai had teleported directly to the planet of destruction Saki, the god of destruction of Universe 14. An enraged Kai begins to land several punches on several trees. Saki begins to speak. This can only be a joke. It seems that you are the true god of destruction, but in fact, you are the angel of this universe. At that moment, Kai speaks. I am the most powerful of all. I need to protect everyone I want. I'm a hero. I won't let anyone do anything to my universe. My universe was erased in the past just because angels can't engage in battles. That was the rule the High Priest wanted. I would never accept it. So this is what he wants. A big fight with me, and he wants to stop our mother from making her true ideals. If it weren't for the fault of the Father of Angels, my whole universe would be cheering for me. After everything was destroyed, I've been wandering lost for millennia. I will never let that happen again. This time I will stop everyone who turns against me. Zakai, I will be with you until the end. I, as a mightier angel, will show you the true power of the fist of justice. I am Kai, the angel of Universe 14. Saki, the god of destruction from Universe 14, starts to laugh and says, It looks like we are prepared for the next celestial war. Universes more powerful than to turn against us. If I were you, I would prepare to cry. Grand Priest's Palace. The gathering of angels continues. After the Great Priest had explained everything that happened in the past celestial war millennia ago, all the angels were impressed. But at that moment in Universe 14, the most powerful angel, the hero of Universe 14, Kai, begins to shake his power and declares that he will help the mother of angels, Zakai, to finish off any enemy, in this case, the Great Priest. At that moment, one realizes that many different things are already starting to happen. The Great Priest in his palace notices and smiles, saying, Looks like he made his decision. I really hoped Kai would stay on our side. The only choice he had to make her be on our side or follow the laws of the Mother of Angels, Zakai. Whis begins to question himself. What are you talking about, my father? Daishin-kan responds, It seems that your brother Kai decided to stay by Zakai's side. I would love for him to be able to hear me and understand the true ideal and true purpose of the angels. Sometimes we can't always do everything we want. They are just rules created so that we can all live. Have you ever thought of mortals turning against angels? Of the levels of hierarchy coming to an end? At first it may seem fairer, but time shows that this becomes real chaos. But I realize that this will all have to be resolved on the basis of violence between the angels. Universe 9's angel Mojito begins to smile. Margarita says, "You mean our brother Kai is back? I haven't heard from him since these rumors started. I know that there are very strong warriors, but Kai is a good guy. I'm sure he will still come to our side. Our brother is the strongest in terms of physical strength of the angels. Surely he will show his true power." At that moment, Wee starts watching and says, "This seems surreal to me. How long has it been since I felt Kai's energy? When we were kids, I had never managed to defeat Kai even once. Even when this celestial war started, we could perceive Cypher's presence, but Kai was distant. It seems like everything was manipulated. Was Kai so happy being the hero of his universe that he just came out to us now? I can't understand it." Beerus watches and says, "Well, Whis, let's analyze everything that will happen. I'm sure the powers and energy you're about to develop can cause a major catastrophe in the midst of all this. You know that your power is as high as that of many angels, but still there is a barrier that interferes with the class and power level of angels. What surprises me is not these angels from other universes, but the gods of destruction." Whis starts watching and tries to understand what Beerus is trying to say. At that moment, Beerus smiles and says, "You should know by now that the real enemy could be very close to all of us. I'm sure he'll want to attack us." At that moment, the High Priest looks and speaks. "Very insightful, God of Destruction of Universe 7. You analyzed everything in the best way." The angels began to question themselves. The High Priest says, "The big problem of Universe 14 is not only the angel who is one of the most powerful in physical strength, but we keep the real problem being Zaki, the god of destruction of Universe 14. That god who in physical strength surpasses the angels." Everyone is surprised. Who really is Zaki? The meeting of the angels began to be shown with very impressive scenes. At that moment, we were able to see that the power to be raised and shown over the angels could be increasingly catastrophic, but at the same time, we were able to have information about other gods of destruction. The god of destruction, Ziel of Universe 16, who was that god of destruction who can erase any technique of the angels, was until then considered the most powerful god. But at the same time, we now know Zaki, who was the god of destruction who could perform various skills that could defeat any of the angels by levels of strength. After all, who is Zaki? What is Zaki trying to accomplish? Moments later, Sour, the angel of Universe 4, says, "It seems that you are very afraid, be an angel or be a god of destruction. We have a greater numerical advantage. We will definitely get much more powerful." At that instant, the High Priest says, "You should pay close attention when you talk about it, Sour. We're just talking about celestial entities. What you need to understand here is that there are many other beings that can show an increasingly powerful ability. You will understand the real power level of the Saiyans who are about to turn against us." Whis interrupts and says, "What are you talking about, my father? What do you mean the Saiyans will turn against us? We have the Saiyans from Universe 7 and the Saiyans from Universe 6, which by the way are twin universes, and currently everyone lives in peace. Including Son Goku was trained by you alongside Gohan and Vegeta a few days ago. Everyone is ready to fight on our side." Beerus starts watching and says, "So the rumors about the other universes were true. It can't be that." At that moment, the High Priest has a point of reflection and begins to say to everyone, "I hope you understand Zaki is the god of destruction of Universe 14, and he can perform several catastrophic techniques. But the big problem when we talk about gods of destruction and angels is because you believe that they would be the only ones who would fight in the celestial war, and forget about small factors in all these 6 universes. There are several powerful races. the race of Saiyans also in Universe 18. They were all erased in the last Celestial War and brought back now by Zakai. The Saiyan race, just like in Universe 7 and unlike Universe 6, are extremely powerful. They will definitely decide to attack and will want to show off their powers and skills, as well as beings that have already appeared here to fight. Other more powerful warriors can be shown. Look at it. In Universe 7 we have Goku, that extremely powerful Saiyan. In Universe 17 we have our dear, the Supreme Saiyan who is considered the Supreme God Saiyan. And already in the universe we have the entire race of Saiyans, and he, the one who is considered the strongest. The god of supremacy of Saiyan supremacy. The race of Beerus, the cats of destruction, are back, wanting to destroy everyone. Frieza's race will most likely be brought back. Several conflicts will be created. Maybe on some enemies Hakai doesn't work. What are you going to do about it? At that moment, the great priest begins to explain to everyone about the rules and about the other existence of the other beings. In addition to everyone who is fighting in angelic ways and heavenly ways, yet there are beings that are extremely powerful, that possess deadly energy, capable of devastating everything in a war. Universe 18, Unknown Planet. A voice comes up. Good. Looks like tomorrow will be the big day, doesn't it? I'm sure they will all pay for our universe being erased in the past. He was erased and we couldn't even fight. Can you believe it? Another female voice says, well, you believe. We really have to get stronger every moment. Maybe that means the true essence of our race's Zenkai. With each struggle we go through and each life or death situation, our strength increases more and more. This is really amazing. I'm already very happy. I know that now no one will be able to defeat me. We'll show you what we're capable of. A deeper voice appears. A being with short hair and armor on his body appears. Do you want to get stronger then? Young people always full of dreams and with enormous potential. This is fascinating, boys. I hope you become stronger and stronger, but this battle is only for those who are already prepared to live and die. This place is my territory, and I will teach you in just a moment how you should behave in the war of the strongest. A silhouette and face of a Saiyan appears in Universe 18. Red Planet, Universe 18. The Red Planet is where the Saiyans of Universe 18 are located. This name was given due to the race of cold-blooded demons having been involved in several conflicts against the Saiyans, and after several blood battles on this planet, the Saiyans who conquered and destroyed several planets became interested in this planet, which was inhabited by the demons of the cold. After the Saiyans had destroyed all the cold demons that were there, this planet was stained by the blood of the cold demons. A red mist always comes down from the planet, and it was called at the beginning of the planet of the bloody mist, and soon after it was adopted the name of the Red Planet. A 1000-day battle that took place on the Red Planet where the Saiyans of Universe 18 currently live. After the great battles would have taken place and the first Celestial War had taken place, the Saiyans, being a great potential in battle, they couldn't fight them. They were just watching everything that was happening, and after a great planetary Hakai was released over their entire universe, everyone ended up being eliminated. That was the big point that occurred and made the Saiyans resolve to bow down to the heavenly gods. A great battle is about to take place. 1 day left until the heavenly war. Some presentations are being shown to us. A Saiyan appears in front of the two Saiyans who were training on the bloody mist red planet. That Saiyan with a slightly different appearance from the Saiyans of Universe 7 and 6 starts smiling at the two who were training and says, well, it looks like we're about to start a big battle. I'm really excited for this. I'll be able to test all my powers and really show that I came to fight. I know that I can get stronger every time, and I know that my energy will increase every time. I'm sure I'll be able to finish them off, and that will be amazing. At that moment, an angel totally different from all appears in front of that mysterious Saiyan. The angel says, I mean, you're excited for celestial warfare, right? Your entire race must also be finding all this that is going to be very puzzling. Are you prepared for all these battles? The Saiyan responds, Am I prepared? I was born ready for all of this, and no one will be able to defeat me. After all, I am king of it all. After that, you'll see that I am the most plausible being to become the new supreme god of everything. At that moment, one of the Saiyans who was fighting observes the Saiyan who was speaking earlier and says, You really are amazing, and you are an angel, aren't you? You are the saviors of this planet. You are the ones who will be able to destroy all the evil that threatens us. That's how through destruction you manage to save all of us, isn't it? At that moment, the angel observes and says, Good. As an angel of Universe 18, I've already let my brothers move around here too much. If I'm not mistaken, Cypher and Ziel came to this universe just to want to cause a big catastrophe. I didn't get involved so I wouldn't fight my brother. But I, Shiva, cannot let any more of this happen. Our battle is near. At that moment, the Saiyan starts to laugh and says, Exactly. And I, Banzarot, the god of destruction of Universe 18, I can never let that happen. Identities revealed: Shiva and Banzarot, the god of destruction and the angel of Universe 18. Finally, a Saiyan in a universe has the position of the god of destruction. What happens to the Saiyans of Universe 18? Days ago in Universe 6, Champa had assembled a team of the strongest warriors within Universe 6. Cauliflower, Kale, Frost, Hit, and Kaba. All 5 were in front of Champa, the god of destruction of Universe 6. Champa says,
Hope you guys got much stronger. You trained in the room of the gods. It was the same room in which Son Goku, who had been here for the previous few days, carried out his training. We are about to start a great battle. But what would you do if you had to eliminate your own race?
At that moment, Hit starts laughing and says, Well, I never knew my race, and if I was about to have to fight them to save the universe, I wouldn't hesitate to fight them. At that moment, Frost starts to laugh and says,
Ha ha! I have already been betrayed by my own brother from another Frieza universe. We can say that Frieza has already arrived and has already caused great catastrophes with me. I wouldn't care for any of that to happen.
A few moments pass. Kaba beside Kale and Cauliflower begin to question themselves. Champa watches the Saiyans and says,
I knew it. You would never want to get involved, would you? You would never do anything about it. But it does not matter, since that's how it is. I'll have to eliminate the Saiyans themselves.
Kale and Cauliflower watch and say, But what are you talking about? Our race of Saiyans from Universe 6 have always sworn allegiance to Universe 6, and we are brothers from Universe 7. We cannot attack Grandpa who saved us all from the threat of the Tournament of Power. At that moment, Hit starts laughing and says, Haha, he doesn't mean it. What he means is that there are other universes that have Saiyans too, who will probably want to wreak a huge catastrophe on us all. Pay close attention. We could have big problems with everything that will happen in the future. At that instant, Kale and Cauliflower begin to smile and speak. It means then that we will have other Saiyans who will want to fight us. Isn't that right? It will be perfect, because now we will be able to show our true strength, and we will be able to defeat any enemy that appears. Cauliflower gets excited and says,
Just as I learned the Super Saiyan 2, and now I reach a new transformation that I have in store for this war, I will be able to reach a higher level each time.
In that instant, back to Universe 18, Banzarot, the god of destruction of Universe 18, gathers all the Supreme Saiyans of his universe and speaks. Well, you're all here, and I hope you're all very powerful. Our training was hard, and for years now, I have not known if I will survive this war, because I will do my best. But I trust each one of you, even in you, my son. Another Saiyan silhouette appears. The other Saiyans say, This is Yosuke, the son of Banzarot. It is said that a punch from him can reach light years away from the planets. He must be as strong as his father. Banzerot's son just watches and says nothing. Everyone prepares for battle. At that moment, a voice appears. It's Zakai saying, "You all need to gather in my palace." In that instant, Banzerot says, "You already want us to get involved in battle, huh? There is still 1 day left for this battle to begin." At that moment in Universe 13, Zyko, beside Zyros of the Unknown Presence, received the same message. In Universe 14, Kai next to Zaki hear the voice of the Mother of Angels in Universe 15. Cypher beside Ziel starts to smile. Universe 16 and 17. Other beings who are still unknown say that they will gather in the Celestial Palace. Universe 18 of the Saiyans, Banzerot walks alongside Shiva to the palace of Her Majesty, the Great Mother of the Angels, Zakai. Moments pass, all gathered in the palace of the Great Majesty, Zakai. With a devilish look, Zakai says, "We're about to start. Are you not excited? There is very little left for the Great Priest to understand. What will really happen? Let's see what all mortals will be able to do." Banzerot says, "Me being a god of destruction unlike everyone else, I know the power of Saiyans, and I alone would like to face many enemies. I would never accept that my universe is erased." Zakai starts laughing and says, "I can read thoughts, god of destruction of the Universe 18. Stay calm. Before we all leave for battle, I'd like to have a little chat with you. I want to talk about one mortal in particular, Son Goku." Everyone is startled. Unknown Galaxy, center of the 6 universes erased by Zeno-sama in the past. The angel Zakai, the Mother of Angels, gathers all the celestials, angels and gods of destruction of the universes erased by Zeno-sama, in the same way that Daishinkan organized the extraordinary meeting in which he united the angels and gods of destruction of Zeno-sama's protective universes. The angel Zakai gathers the gods of destruction and angels of the 6 mysterious universes. In numerical advantage in gods and angels, Zeno-sama's protectors have the greatest advantage. However, the beings that are part of the Mother of Angels are mysterious and appear to have extremely high abilities, yet they fear no one. What's going on behind all this? At that moment, in the center of the 6 previously erased universes, everyone wanted to understand what the Mother of Angels, Zakai, was planning. At the moment when Zakai says the name of Son Goku, referring to him being a very important name in the Celestial War. What is Zakai trying to say? At that moment, Banzerot observes and speaks. "If I'm not mistaken, Son Goku is the name of that Saiyan from Universe 7 who fought against Zyko, isn't he?" At that moment, Zyko, the Supreme Saiyan God, observes and speaks. "I fought this guy, and he actually made it out alive in the face of it. It was very interesting. He activated the Infinite Saiyan transformation. Saiyans that can reach this level are rare, but he still pissed me off and was saved by Vados. Son Goku is the Saiyan that I have the right to delete. I could see great skills he possessed." Ziel starts laughing next to Zyko and says, "If I'm not mistaken, the unknown presence that was beside Zyros captured Son Goku, but soon after he managed to be released even from the Kiss of Death technique. He has great potential in battle." At that moment, we could see that Zyros starts to laugh and says, "Haha, don't believe my Kiss of Death technique is weakened. Know that I was sealed millennia ago. My great power will still be shown. After all, I am the angel who can change anyone's thoughts. The world created by an illusion can become a much better world than what already exists. Imagine a world only of peace or only of destruction, where there are or not gods. I can create the reality that I want in the mind of any. This reality is far more fascinating than any other kind of universe. All right, I believe we have full potential to win this battle. At that moment, Zakai starts laughing and says, "Looks like you all know Son Goku, don't you? Of all, this mortal really managed to become the protagonist of this war that hasn't even started yet. Well, I'm going to need the help of each one of you to make this plan come true. Son Goku will be ours and will be the key to winning this war." Zakai starts laughing and says, "You should know everything Son Goku has ever done. I started analyzing this kid since he was a little child. I analyzed all of his behavior and was present at his birth. Few know that, from the moment he was in his mother's womb and after being raised by his foster grandfather, Son Gohan, I was watching everything. Something about that child caught my attention. It seems I knew it was him. Son Goku, I know everything you've done since you were destined to be born. This mortal always brought us a question because he was a low-class Saiyan, and even so, each time he managed to surpass his powers even more. In his childhood, he trained with mortals, but any enemy that appeared made his powers increase. He defeated the evil family demon back then, which was extremely powerful. Called Piccolo Daimoa, mortals with a power level above 200 are capable of destroying a planet. Goku had a very low power, but only with training working his Zenkai, he managed to increase his skills even more, and with that he surpassed the devil from the family of evil. At that moment, he found that his Saiyan essence would definitely get higher and higher. As time went by, he got to know his true race and was even killed by his own brother. But thanks to the Dragon Balls, he was brought back. We are talking about a warrior who has already known death several times. He turned out to be different. Whenever Son Goku appears, hope was created. Can you understand this? Son Goku has always been the biggest reference to raise his powers in front of everyone. Son Goku has always been on the side of peace. He even defeated the cold race demon. Frieza of his race ZL, and soon after he ended up with the most powerful demon of the Majin race, created by the dark magician Moro. Not satisfied, Moro managed to get rid of his ceiling and returned to devour planets. But his atrocities ended the moment he found Son Goku, who dominated the power of his Ultra Instinct and eliminated Moro with the help of his friends. He even eliminated a Makaioshin, Zamasu. As if that wasn't enough, he destroyed his own version of darkness, Goku Black, and soon after managed to realize the ultimate power of all. The Ultra Instinct, which even the gods of destruction have trouble realizing. Son Goku was getting more and more powerful until the moment we now see. During the Celestial War, he undergoes several trainings. The Daishinkan himself, already knowing this, managed to take all the energy and teach Goku angelic abilities. I refer to Goku, but all Saiyans from Universe 7 are very interesting. You should watch out, Banzerot. Maybe we have a Saiyan as powerful as you, or maybe even more powerful. Banzerot starts to laugh and says,
You must be crazy, Mother of Angels. I am the Saiyan who fears no one. Am I the only one here who hasn't met this guy yet? I'm excited to see and destroy this Son Goku. Come on, Son Goku. What awaits us?
At that instant, changes begin to occur at the center of the 6 universes. Zyros starts to smile. Shiva just watches and says, Does that mean then that a Saiyan can cause a major catastrophe? So if we capture Son Goku, will we be victorious in this war? Zakai watches and says, We can't count the advantage yet. Son Goku is certainly the foundation of this battle. Son Goku is the same meaning as hope for Saiyans, but Son Goku brings roots. He has beings beside him that are very powerful. So maybe we should take into account a lot of things that will happen. I'm sure if we capture him, no one else will be able to stop us. Can you understand now? The angels will deal with the angels. We will sort everything out. At that instant, a great shudder in the palace of Zakai is created. At that moment, the angel Kai from Universe 14 starts to smile and says,
"So that's it. It's decided. Me and Zaki will capture Goku."
A few moments later, Cypher besides Ziel says, "Never. This guy will be captured by our hands." Banzerot raises its energy alongside Shiva. All the angels and gods begin to watch Banzerot's wrath. Banzerot says, "I think you didn't understand the moment I said that I myself will fight against Son Goku. After all, I am the only one who doesn't know him. This all has to be resolved from Saiyan to Saiyan." The other unknown presences say nothing. Zyko starts laughing and says,
I mean, Universe 18 has this monster on their side. It will be fascinating to fight this guy in the future.
Zakai starts to laugh and says, "Good. Stop being stubborn since everyone is excited about it. Let's solve it in a very simple way. We will all go together to capture Son Goku." Beginning of the Celestial War, the High Priest had already held his meeting and created his plans alongside the angels and the gods of destruction. Just as the Mother of Angels, Zakai, had and taken all his orders directly with the angels and the gods of destruction of the 6 universes that had been previously erased by Zeno-sama and brought back by the Mother of Angels. That was the crucial moment because it was the beginning of the war. The Grand Priest in his palace was directly waiting for the Mother of Angels, Zakai. The High Priest and Zakai stand face to face. The big moment has finally arrived. Time has run out. The High Priest says, "What are you going to do, Zakai? Will you want to attack me now? We are face to face and the beginning of the Celestial War is now. The Destruction Cat race, Frieza's race of cold demons, Saiyans and many other types of beings are facing each other right now. What do you imagine about it?" At that moment, the Great Priest created a great light over his hand and we could see several battles taking place in different universes. Universe 11. Ziel appeared in front of Margarita, the angel of Universe 11. Margarita, smiling, says, "Let's see if it's not you, Ziel, that only god of destruction who manages to stop my attacks. The god of destruction who consecrated himself, the angelic threat, by nullifying the power of angels. Good, to fight you would be a tremendous disadvantage. Looks like there wouldn't be much for me to do here." At that moment, Ziel observes and speaks. "Do you really think you'd stand a chance against me? She must have gone crazy. I told them that I would finish off all the angels first, as my ability can nullify all of your presence. So don't get me wrong. I even think you're pretty, but I chose Universe 11 because I heard that you are the most cunning and there is a mortal here of a different race that I want to meet. After finishing you, I'll go directly to him." At that moment, Ziel gets ready to attack Margarita. Margarita manages to dodge and says, "My attack skills might not work very well on you, but my mastery of Ultra Instinct will still work, and I'll be able to dodge. Can you hit me, Ziel?" In a few moments, Ziel teleports behind Margarita and says, "For me it doesn't matter. That will be your end." As Ziel prepares to launch a blow at Margarita, a Joker card next to a King card is thrown directly at Ziel. A large blast of energy is launched at Ziel and Ziel is thrown away. At that moment, Belmont and Jiren appear next to each other. Jiren starts laughing and Belmont, smiling, says,
"A Joker and a king. I don't think that would be any better definition than to say that luck is on our side. Let's start, Jiren."
Ziel versus Jiren and Belmont. Daishin Khan in his palace looks at Zakai and says,
"It seems that you discredit the mortals of Zeno-sama's universes too much. A while ago we held the Tournament of Power. where there were the most powerful mortals who showed incredible skills. Universe 11 had a fantastic performance, and Jiren was one of the protagonists of this tournament. You will know the real strength of Jiren.
Zakai, with an enraged face, says, "Don't think it will look like this, Daishin-kan." Universe 6. Right now, directly in Universe 6, Champa watches Cypher. Vado starts to analyze and says, "Does this mean that you came here, my brother? Is it with me that you want to resolve this situation? I don't understand. You captured Gon, trying to cause the greatest catastrophe with us. Know that this did not help at all. You are considered as the Angel of Destruction, but with me you won't be able to do much. The time has come for me to show my true power to you." Cypher starts to laugh. The sky starts to get completely dark. It seems that Cypher already had something planned. Cypher's plan was coming to fruition. At that moment, Hit, alongside Kale, Cauliflower and Kaba, directly prepare to attack the angel Cypher. Cypher laughs and says, "Alright, come on, come to me." At that moment, the race of Destruction Cats begins to directly attack Universe 7. Several Destruction Cats ended up directly invading Earth. Gohan, Goku, and everyone else starts to fight. Beerus analyzes the situation directly on his planet. For some reason, Whis was focusing his energy and not fighting. Goku says, "This can only be madness. It seems that this time they didn't want to talk and decided to attack everyone." At that moment, Goku telepathically speaks directly to Krillin. "Krillin, have you already managed to gather all the Dragon Balls?" Krillin answers,
Calm down, Goku. Just one more to go. Wait, I just found her.
Goku speaks, "Then please make a wish for Shenron soon." At that instant, Shenron appears. Shenron asks Krillin what his wish would be, and Krillin replies,
Shenron, I need you to fulfill just one wish, but to get everyone out of this universe and onto a safe planet. Both from this universe and from all universes that are battling in the Celestial War, so that they do not get involved in battles. Please!
In that instant, Shenron fulfills Krillin's wish. All people on Earth and in all other universes start to sleep and are teleported directly to a place where they don't even imagine they are and what is happening while they sleep. All other warriors are having a life and death battle. Goku activates his Ultra Instinct and begins to fight several Destruction Cats. Goku, Gohan, and Vegeta, alongside Broly and Gon, begin to engage in several battles. At that moment, in the midst of all the Destruction Cats, we can see that an extremely powerful Saiyan appears. Goku watches and says, "You're not from around here, and I'm sure you're not from Universe 6 either. What type of Saiyan are you?" "I'm sure you're a Saiyan. That hair, that ki, that overwhelming energy. After all, who is this guy? Reveal yourself." At that moment, the mysterious Saiyan starts to laugh and says,
"Ha! Let's see if I wasn't really the first to find you. I told them that I will eliminate you, Son Goku. I'm Banzarot, the Saiyan God of Destruction of Universe 18. I don't think we've met yet. Or rather, you don't know me, Son Goku. In Universe 18, unlike Universe 6 and 7, the Saiyan race is much more evolved due to existing for more than a millennia and having already been victorious after several wars in the past. If I'm not mistaken, their race in this universe was practically all eradicated by the cold demons. Already in Universe 18, we made the cold demons eat dust, and we took over their planet, and due to the blood of the cold demons having been surrounded on the planet, we named it the Red Planet, better known as the Bloody Planet of Universe 18. I actually don't know why I'm telling you this. Soon we'll do the same with your current planet. If I'm not mistaken, the name of this planet is Earth, isn't it? Anyway, it all doesn't matter. I've been waiting for you through the good times, and this time, don't get me wrong, but I have a mission that is to capture him and take him directly to the Mother of Angels, Zakai. And I will leave this universe as soon as I take it from here." Goku starts to smile and says, "You must be kidding.
I've been training for days with exactly the strongest of all universes. I don't care if you are a god of destruction or if you are a Saiyan. From the moment you threaten peace on Earth, you will feel Son Goku's wrath. Do you think that with all the training I've had, I'll be captured by you here and now? At that moment, in the other universes, the other gods of destruction begin to laugh. In the Grand Priest's palace, he continues to face the mother of angels, Zakai. The angel Zakai laughs and speaks. Banzerot came into action. Now watch thy Shinkan as a pawn is crushed by the queen's move in this game of chess. The high priest looks on with an astonished face. Goku faces the Saiyan Supreme God for the first time. The true supreme level is shown in front of Banzerot, that Saiyan who is considered to be the Saiyan that surpasses the power of angels. Goku, in his first battle in the Celestial War, is face to face with the god of destruction from Universe 18. The Saiyan Banzerot says, "Don't get me wrong, Son Goku, but I'll have to capture him and get him out of here. Luckily, I won't kill you, because Zakai has other plans in mind with you. I hope that at least his body can withstand some of the beatings he'll receive from me. I'm extremely powerful." I confess that I would like to test your powers and see what you are really capable of, but I don't have much time for that. You know, Son Goku, before I became a god of destruction, I was considered a fantastical mortal, just like you. Everyone always cheered for me. When I was a child, everyone thought I was a low-class Saiyan, until I entered a Saiyan tournament and unleashed all my latent powers and surpassed all other beings that existed. The King of Saiyans was very mean. Everyone loved my way, until in my own childhood, I challenged the King of Saiyans, and after defeating him, everyone believed that they should follow me. I, alongside my Saiyan race, started to create my legacy. More and more planets knew who Banzerot was, the Saiyan of Universe 18. My powers with each battle grew stronger. The ancient god of destruction has challenged me to a life and death battle. I knew that universe would one day be mine, so that's why I never gave up. It seemed that every punch I received was a message for me to wake up and fight again. I, Banzerot, I knew my destiny. I knew why I was there. Everything was clear. Do you understand that, Son Goku? Sometimes a celestial war makes us angry about many things that happened in the past. We always thought that we could emerge victorious and that we could defeat any enemy. We always believe that we can show a higher performance, no matter what battle it is. I always thought so. For me, everything could have been easier when I was younger, your age. I always wanted to be the hero, until the moment I saw that for things to happen, not always being nice was the solution. I eliminated the leader of the race of the cold from my planet. From what I heard, Frieza beside him and his race and his army, they eliminated his entire race. Isn't that true? Being so nice is not the solution. I would never let that happen. Can you understand? At that moment, Goku starts laughing and says, "I understand very well what you are talking about. My planet was destroyed a few years after I was born. If not for my father, it would all be over. I never saw my father in person. I learned about his existence from Monaito, a Namekian who met him and helped me in the fight against gas. So you don't have to want to tell me about your past, because I could have chosen different paths in my life. However, I chose to save the Earth, and for that choice, I will never let anyone touch a loved one of mine. I am Goku. I manage to see many things, and I know very well what I need to do to get this resolved. There were bad guys like you who created realities and arguments to be able to continue with these atrocities believing they were right. Vegeta was like that. But he changed and managed to figure out everything that could be done to improve. Vegeta is proof that no matter how bad you are, or no matter how bad the reality you lived, you are capable of changing. So there's no point in coming up with these words that won't work for me. Pay close attention. I am Son Goku from Universe 7, the son of Bardock. At that moment, Goku activates his Ultra Instinct. At that moment, Goku advances to attack Banzerot. Banzerot with his armor receives a full blow from Goku. Goku teleports and hits Banzerot several times. Banzerot is thrown into the rubble of planet Earth. Goku says, "Is this all you got? Come on, show me your true strength. I'm sure that blow didn't even tickle you. Stop playing games." At that moment, enraged Banzerot speaks. "Do not. That's not possible. You've talked so much about him. Is that Son Goku's power? Is this the power of Universe 7 Goku? You have got to be kidding me. He's too weak. This isn't funny. Show me all your strength, Son Goku, or else I will destroy your entire universe in the blink of an eye. Do you think I'm not worthy of your power?" At that moment, Goku speaks. "What is this guy talking about? I hit him with nearly the full force of Ultra Instinct. Damn it!" Gon, Vegeta, Gohan, Trunks, Goten, and Broly. Everyone was fighting directly with the Destruction Cats. Gon, in thinking, says, "Do not. Damn it. I can't even show my true strength against these Destruction Cats, because if not, Gohan and Vegeta might suspect who I really am. If I show my angelic power, I would certainly be able to finish off these guys very quickly, but it would raise a lot more questions. I don't know if my existence can be discovered here. What if it really wouldn't make any changes to the lines in the timelines? I can't mess with it anymore. Come on, Dad. Get this resolved. I trust you." Gohan next to Vegeta speaks. "Mr. Vegeta, we need to keep calm. I feel that my father is already in a much more powerful battle than ours. Let's wait, because we will all have to serve as reinforcements once the big fight starts. I will not use my beast mode form. I hope you still don't use your Ultra Ego either. If we start the war using all our power, we will give the enemy a big opening. From the experience of my first battle I had against Majin Buu, let's keep calm and attack at the right time. We know that more enemies will still appear here." In that instant, back to the battle of Goku and Banzerot. Banzerot starts to land several blows directly on Goku. Goku speaks. "What kind of attacks are these? If I hadn't trained with Daishinkan, I would certainly have been killed. Not even Mr. Beerus's blows are that powerful. Now I understand that the gods of destruction of the universes that were erased by Zenchan are totally different from the gods of destruction of these universes. This guy, even being a Saiyan, that level of power is crazy. Damn it, this guy is very strong. If it continues like this, no, I can't think about it. I need to think about the solution. I need to do something. Come on, Supreme Energy." Goku begins to combine his power of Ultra Ego alongside Ultra Instinct. Goku starts to smile and says, "That's it, I'm sure this is the solution to win. The last time I used this power, I was able to concentrate the ultimate power and defeat many beings, even the Destruction Cats. This guy, even though he's a Saiyan and a god of destruction, he won't be able to beat me." In that instant, Goku combines the power of Ultra Instinct alongside the power of Ultra Ego. Banzerot starts laughing and says, "Does that mean that this is the power you use to fight the Cats of Destruction? Interesting. Then I will have to show a technique about myself. Receive now the other fury of the God of Destruction that will surpass the Mother of Angels, Zakai." Goku is startled and says, "What?" At that moment, Banzerot throws several blows at Goku. Goku is hurled straight into a mountain, causing Goku to receive several attacks. Goku falls to the ground and says, "That's not possible. I can't believe it. How does a Saiyan have so much power?" For all of us here on Earth to reach that level of strength, not even training for all our lifetime could we get this strong. But still, you guys look like you're on another level. I have no choice. Now I will have to use my secret technique. Banzerot starts laughing and says, "Final ceiling." At that moment, Goku observes and says, "Right at the beginning of these battles, I received a sealing technique and the technique of the kiss of death from the angel Zyros. It won't work for me anymore. Receive my ultimate power, Superior Dragon Strike." Banzerot is startled to see a giant silver dragon covering his body. Goku says, "This is my final blow." Goku resolves to show his true power to Banzerot. Goku had already realized that Banzerot was not just any enemy. The happiness of fighting another Saiyan was clear. The Silver Dragon attack by Ultra Instinct is shown. Goku's true most powerful move. At that moment, Goku believes it will be all or nothing time. The time to reveal his true energy is now. At that instant, Banzerot looks on and says, "Looks like this attack will be the most powerful attack you have, isn't it, Son Goku? So does that mean that if I resist this blow, I will be victorious in this battle? This is very interesting. This battle is making me more and more excited." Goku was about to launch his blow on Banzerot until the moment when Banzerot starts laughing and says, "Ha! I could just undo this technique. We supreme gods of destruction managed to raise our ability more and more and become much more powerful. But something fascinated me to take this blow. I think you are very weak. It would be a tremendous offense to all of my powers to run away from an attack by such an inferior being like you. Let's see what you are capable of." At that moment, Goku had a serious face of someone who would fight, demonstrating all his powers. Goku's abilities started to increase more. Goku knew he could raise his energy even higher and show off everything he could do. Banzerot starts to laugh and says, "Do you mean that this is the blow of the one who is considered the most powerful in this universe? Is this the true attack of Son Goku? This can only be a joke. For all this time, the mother of angels, Zakai, has been talking about this guy. He managed to fight Zyko and faced several other warriors with such a low power level. I confess that I expected more from you. I believe that you had a much greater potential for this war, but from what I'm realizing, it's not all that. It's not true, Saiyan of Universe 7. Goku starts watching and says, "That's not possible. He resisted my most powerful technique. I've been learning this skill directly on Mr. Beerus's planet in the Room of the Gods. It took me days to master it in the Room of the Gods next to Gon. What is this guy made of? Damn it, my power has run out. I could have used another technique if I'd known he could nullify this one. Now it'll take time to recover my energy again. Looks like I got caught once again." Banzerot starts laughing and says, "It looks like it didn't work out. I told them I could capture you, but they wouldn't listen. Well, now I think it's time for us to go, Son Goku." Goku was about to be captured. A huge explosion happens. Several destruction cats are thrown away. Banzerot observes with a look of strangeness and says, "But what is this? What's going on here?" At that instant, after several destruction cats were thrown, a voice comes up and says, "Ha ha ha ha! Let's see if it's not Kakarot being mocked once again. I thought you had some training, but you sure let your guard down for the enemy, didn't you, Kakarot?" At that moment, Vegeta appears and says, "Who is this being? I'm sure you're not from this universe, but know that you'll turn into cosmic dust now. Know that I am the Prince of Saiyans in this universe. You will be defeated by the great Vegeta." Banzerot starts laughing. Banzerot versus Vegeta. The battle continues. Galaxy light years away, Universe 14. At that moment, Kai was beside Zaki. Kai started talking to all the mortals on the planets of Universe 14. Kai says, "For a certain moment you were without your hero. I promise I'll be back.
You know how it is when villains decide to attack. We heroes have to be here to save everyone. I remain your protector. I will have to deal with matters in other universes in order to protect everyone here. You can let your hero come back with new powers and even stronger. All mortals who saw Kai, the Angel of Universe 14, started to get happy and knew that things would get complicated as the days passed. Kai was considered a very powerful angel, but he had big problems getting to certain places due to his head always getting a little confused. Out of all the angels, Kai was the most confused, but in the past he was regarded as the angel who had the kindest heart as well. Kai decides to go directly to the universe of those who were the strongest. Kai takes aim directly at Universe 1. Kai finally arrives at the target universe. At that moment, a fox-shaped god of destruction appears. Kai starts laughing and says, "You are the god of destruction of Universe 1, right? I will finish you off at the behest of the Mother of Angels. Don't get me wrong, but it's for everyone's sake." At that moment, Liquire watches and speaks. "I don't know what you're thinking, but this is Universe 8. Shocked Kai says, "Wow, looks like I got the wrong direction again." "But that doesn't matter. I'm gonna finish you right here, and then I'm going to Universe 1. Liquire watches with a serious look as Kai starts to laugh and says, "Let's see if you're not looking to cause a major catastrophe here. Let's start." In Universe 14, Zaki had observed that Kai had already started to act. Zaki says, "It's okay. I have matters to deal with in another universe. I want to know a little more about the power of the Saiyans." At that moment, Zaki teleports directly to Universe 7. Vegeta versus Banzerot. Vegeta starts throwing several blows at Banzerot, until the moment Banzerot manages to show a great dodge and attacks using a mastery called Bloody Instinct. At that moment, Banzerot begins to show his power to Vegeta. Vegeta activates his Ultra Ego and starts laughing. Vegeta says, "Ha ha ha! Does that mean that it was because of this power that Kakarot ended up being defeated? Kakarot, I hope you don't get mad, but I'm going to show you now the real Ultra Energy, the real superior power, the skill that I've always kept in the midst of all this. You will see now the power of what is considered the Supreme Prince of Saiyans, Vegeta." Vegeta begins to increase his strength more and more. Everyone starts to wonder. Gohan, Piccolo, Broly, and Gon in another location on Earth say, "It looks like Vegeta has gotten a lot stronger. It seems that Vegeta knows that his true powers will only get bigger as he takes more damage in battles. Let's wait." At that moment, Goku appears in his Super Saiyan transformation and says, "It doesn't matter to me. I'll help you, Vegeta." "Awesome. You managed to learn Ultra Instinct too." Vegeta says, "Be quiet, Kakarot, you worm. You should know that I can raise my strength more and more. I am not like you who let your guard down for any petty enemy. I will be superior to all who appear here in front of me." Vegeta starts throwing several punches at Banzerot, while Goku in support continues to recover his energy. Goku was happy to hear that all of the other Z fighters were also stronger. Goku starts laughing. "Sorry, Vegeta, I always knew you were this powerful." Goku says, "Well, let's go. This is the moment we have to beat Banzerot." Both Goku and Vegeta, when they combine their powers, perform much better. Banzerot says, "It means that these two managed to raise their powers more and more together." Goku was all preoccupied earlier in the battle, and after this other Saiyan arrived, it looks like he really believes they can win. This is amazing. It's starting to get more interesting. I think I underestimated these Saiyans. I seem to be at a bit of a disadvantage. Strange that Son Goku fighting alone couldn't seem to bring any fear. But next to this other Saiyan, the performance is much better. Perhaps they should have warned that there were other Saiyans who were powerful alongside Son Goku. Vegeta is your name, right? Interesting. Just as Vegeta was preparing to launch another blow directly at Banzerot, a great light appears in a voice.
Banzerot, you roll too much. Your time is up. I told you that you weren't the only one who wanted Son Goku's head. At that moment, Goku and Vegeta were watching what was happening. In a few moments, the image of Zaki appears. Banzerot says, "What are you doing here?" At that moment, Zaki says, "I came here to clean up this mess you started. I'm finding these Saiyans around here more and more interesting." Goku and Vegeta are watching. Zaki says, "Nice to meet you, Vegeta and Goku. I hail you two as extremely powerful beings. It's time we put a stop to this battle." Ultra Goku and Ultra Vegeta join forces to defeat the true Saiyan god Banzerot of Universe 14 and Zaki, the mysterious god of Universe 14. Earth. At the time when Goku alongside Vegeta was fighting Banzerot, the supreme Saiyan god of Universe 18. It looked like things couldn't get any worse, as Goku was already depleted of energy. Goku was serving as support while he was recovering his energy. Vegeta had shown that he had mastered Ultra Ego combined with Ultra Instinct. However, to the surprise of the two Saiyans from Universe 7, when Banzerot was leading the fight against the two, an unexpected and unknown being until then for Goku and Vegeta appears. At that moment, we see that Zaki, the god of destruction of Universe 14, appears. Universe 14's supreme god of destruction brought even more fear than Banzerot himself to those who saw it. Banzerot looks at Zaki and says, "What are you doing here? I said I'd sort it all out. You know very well that I don't like interruptions, or do you want to be destroyed as well?" Zaki starts laughing and says, "Destroyed by you? Don't make me laugh, Banzerot." Are you kidding? Or are you having a hard time fighting these guys? You must be getting rusty, though I never expected much from you. You've always had several and diverse problems in battles. You've never been one to obey orders. Surely, you must have already drawn up some plan and thinking what to do with these two. If I know you well, Banzerot. You know very well how this works, don't you, Banzerot? Banzerot for a certain moment starts to lose his patience, but soon after, he starts to laugh and says, "As always, you're pretty cocky. The one who ran away from his entire race because he was a hybrid. That's why he thinks he's stronger than anyone. Know that the purebred Saiyans have the most potential. Haha. I will still settle accounts with you one day, Zaki, and you will regret all the offenses you have already done to me. But in the meantime, let's not let ourselves get out of focus. Since you are here, know that we have a goal to accomplish according to the orders from the Mother of Angels." At that moment, Goku and Vegeta are watching. Vegeta says, "Hybrid, what's this guy talking about? Is he At that moment, we can see that Banzerot knew everything about Zaki. What is Zaki hiding? At that moment, Zaki says, "You talk too much, Banzerot. I will show you how things work and how to act." At that instant, Zaki lunges directly at Vegeta and launches Vegeta into the mountain rubble with just the pressure of his punch. Zaki's fighting style is totally different from Banzerot's style. Banzerot fights emphasizing brute strength, but Zaki, in addition to having superhuman strength, he can also concentrate great magical energy. Vegeta says, "Who is this guy? He arrived here interrupting the battle, and he arrived attacking me without even knowing my skills. He attacked me as if he was sure he was going to defeat me. This guy is dangerous. Still, what did this Saiyan god Banzerot mean by referring to this Zaki as a hybrid? Is he also a type of Saiyan? That dark skin and those purple marks on your body, what could be the meaning? We can't let our guard down for these guys. I can't understand it. Damn, we need to resolve this situation. You need to have a north of what to do. Kakarot, listen to me. These guys are very powerful. Maybe the best choice we have would be to combine our powers." Goku looks at Vegeta and says, "Vegeta, you who are opting for fusion, this is a sign that you recognize the supremacy of the enemy is not it. It's not possible. How do you think we are going to handle this situation? Anyway, it doesn't matter. We need to put together a strategy and combine our powers." At that moment, Goku had already recovered most of his powers. Goku activates his Ultra Instinct transformation again and tries to charge directly at Banzerot. "Banzerot, you will fight with me." In a few moments, Zaki appears in front of Goku and says, "You must be mistaken. The two of us will finish you, Son Goku." Banzerot gets mad and says, "I refuse to fight with you against just one Saiyan. Who do you think I am, Zaki?" At that moment, Zaki receives a full blow to his face and is thrown away. At that moment, Vegeta says, "You didn't think you could defeat the Prince of Saiyans with just one blow, did you?" Zaki starts to laugh and responds, "Interesting. I had no idea that in Universe 7 there were such powerful warriors in these universes. Why did the Mother of Angels emphasize Son Goku so much? What's her real plan? I will look into it. We should have gathered more information about Vegeta. This guy's amazing." Let's start. At that moment, Goku and Vegeta begin to combine their powers while Goku fights directly against Banzerot. Vegeta exchanged punches with Zaki, making the Supreme God of Universe 14 take distance from Goku and Banzerot. Vegeta starts gearing up an oddity in the battle against Zaki and says, "It is not possible. This energy that this guy is raising is very similar to the energy of a Saiyan. There is something strange going on here. Did Mr. Beerus forget to tell us about the existence of Saiyans in other universes other than Universe 6 and 7? What's weirder is that this guy doesn't just seem to have the energy of a Saiyan. Does he seem to have the powers of some other race? Is that possible? No, it can't be." Zaki watches, smiling, and he says, "Haha, what are you looking at, Universe 7 Saiyan? I came here to capture Son Goku, but from what I understand, the information that was passed to me, there are extremely powerful beings here in this universe. You mean there are more Saiyans besides you and Son Goku? Perhaps the Mother of Angels would be glad to know about these issues. You, if I'm not mistaken, are as powerful as Goku, or maybe a little inferior." At that moment, Vegeta says, "How dare you say that I'm inferior to Kakarot's good-for-nothing? Know that I am the strongest Saiyan. I am the great Vegeta." Vegeta prepares a final flash for Zaki. At that moment, Vegeta raises his power even more. Zaki holds Vegeta's final flash, and shortly after, Vegeta teleports and lands several punches on Zaki. Zaki starts to laugh and says, "Amazing." Banzerot dodges all of Goku's punches and says, "You weren't able to defeat me once already. Do you want to do something now?" At that moment, Banzerot hears Zaki's voice speaking through telepathy. Zaki says, "Maybe it would be interesting for us to check the other Saiyans here. I think we can gather more information for the next universes we conquer." At that instant, we can see that after Banzerot received the information from Zaki, Banzerot starts laughing and he says, "Haha, this will be perfect." Goku and Vegeta no longer knew what to do in the battle and needed to save their energy for the next fights they would have. At that moment, Goku activates a Taioken directly on Banzerot and Zaki's face, who are blind for a few minutes. At that moment, Goku and Vegeta perform the Metomoru fusion dance. The moment when Goku and Vegeta would complete the fusion, a great light appears over Goku's and Vegeta's body. Zaki and Banzerot start watching and laughing. Banzerot said, "You didn't think that such a pathetic technique would really make us not be able to see, did you? I would love to know the result of your power, but unfortunately, it will not happen. If you manage to survive this experience, perhaps we will meet again. Reversal technique, universal throw."
Zaki says, infinite destruction, planetary attack, distortion of reality, and creation of untruths. At that moment, the light that appears over the body of Goku and Vegeta makes Goku and Vegeta disappear from the Earth. In an unknown location, Goku says, "What's going on, Vegeta?" At that moment, Goku and Vegeta are hurled straight into an unknown galaxy. Goku says, "What did they do? Where are we?" In a few moments, a presence appears in front of Goku. A woman with bluish skin, no hair, and thorns on her head. Goku questions himself. "Who are you?" Vegeta looks on seriously and says, "Kakarot, we need to be careful. It seems that we fell into the enemy's trap." At that moment, the blue-skinned being reveals herself to be the angel of Universe 18, Shiva. Shiva says, "It seems that Banzerot wanted to send the two directly to have a talk with me. If Banzerot did that, it's because he didn't want to waste any more time fighting you. Maybe he is interested in seeing the other Saiyans, but rest assured, there is a possibility that you can get out of here. You'll just have to defeat me. I, the bloody angel, Shiva." To be continued. It seems that now things have become even more complicated. Goku and Vegeta will have to fight Shiva. What will happen? Regardless of what it is, it's more than important that you share your thoughts in the comments below so we can get into a crazy debate. Whack that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos. That's all there is to it. I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.
This is so much fun!